Hey guys, Aaron here. Got something very exciting to show you that just came in today. As you can see, it is a Benchmade, and I think this one is pretty interesting. As some of you know, Benchmade released this knife just like 3 or 4 days ago on their Facebook. They just announced it. The next day, dealers had samples and were shipping knives. I pre-ordered this thinking that it would come out in like the first quarter of next year, and I was very surprised when the charge hit my credit card, but you know, whatever. I think it's interesting that we're starting to see more and more knives like this hit the markets, production in particular. This is the Benchmade 300SN flipper. 300SN, right? Yeah, 300SN plain edge flipper. This, in my opinion, is most likely Spyderco's answer to the Southern, or I'm sorry, Benchmade's answer to Spyderco's Southern flipper at a much better price point, a little bit smaller of a knife, but very interesting to me. I love flipper knives. I think that a flipper is the best method, in my opinion, if it's done correctly, to open a knife, to deploy the blade. I think it's reliable, I think it's ambidextrous, and I think it's fun. But when I saw Benchmade was releasing this, I couldn't help but pre-order it, and I'm actually really glad it came out now, because I'm very excited to carry and use this knife. But here's the blade and the flipping action. Boom. First production, got a low first production number on there, you can see. And it's got this marking. It says custom ball knives, which I need to do a little bit of research. As I said, this isn't a review. I just got this knife, so this isn't, I need to do some research on some stuff like that. But I kind of like that blade marking. I love blade markings. The stonewash on this is really nice. First production, 154 cm. There's the Benchmade butterfly. There's the handle scales. It's sort of these grooved, ground, milled G10. Pretty aggressive G10 in my opinion, with a deep carry pocket clip. My favorite kind of pocket clip. I love deep carry clips. No lanyard hole, so nothing fancy is guaranteed to hate this knife. And it seems a little heavy in the hand. It is kind of a thicker knife. Whoa, sorry. As you can see, it's not necessarily the thinnest profile, but it's interesting. The flipper action is a little lethargic, in my opinion. Let me get something to kind of contrast that to. Hang on. I was only moderately prepared to make this video. Okay, so when you look at this is okay. I'll talk about that in a second. This is sort of a lethargic. You gotta kind of get it like that. You gotta kind of get it out there, and it'll deploy fairly reliably. But when you look at a custom flipper, no question. No question. And then you guys have seen this. No question. So it doesn't have the same kind of flipping action as some of those higher end knives. But at a quarter of the price point, at least, of those others, I think that I'll take that all day. I love the axis lock. I can't wait to tear this apart and kind of see how they worked the axis into a flipper knife. But I like it. You just pull that back and the blade drops. Super smooth. Super smooth. Deployable by the thumb stud if you want, or also if you just if you rock the axis lock back, it'll flip out. Rock solid, no movement in any direction. Really cool. I like it fits in the hand really well. Very comfortable. A little bit of jimping there. It really kind of nestles into my grip too. I kind of like that. So love the choil formed by a flipper. Just think that's great. Overall, really, really interesting knife. Great first impression of it. Very excited to have it. Very excited to carry it. I believe they're sold out now. I'm glad that I sort of jumped on it when I did, because they're sold out from what I can find. So glad I got a first production, low number. Still going to use it. Won't buy a knife that I can't carry or use, but Very cool little EDC knife. Love the size of it. A lot of people on the forums were talking about how they wished it had a bigger blade. And my guess is you're going to see Benchmade come out with a large that will have probably a 4-inch blade. But I think this is great for EDC use. Just a really, really cool size. G10 might be a little too aggressive for the pockets, but I'll be alright. So that's it, guys. Just a kind of a first impressions video. Wanted to show you the Benchmade. I kind of get a feeling this is going to be a hot knife, and I'm excited to be one of the first guys to have it and talk about it. So like, favorite, and subscribe. If you like what you saw, you'll see a lot more stuff like this on my channel. Talk a lot about custom knives, high-end productions, and everything in between. So really appreciate it, and I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. And I think that's about it. That's Aaron, out of here.